Hello YouTube and welcome to Groundworks. Welcome to Groundworks KSP Mod Spotlight. This is a new series and today's mods will be Scatterer, which is a wonderful mod made by forum user BlackRack that adds atmospheric scattering effects to KSP, and on the left hand side of our rocket you can see the beautiful scattering effects from the sun on the sea. It also, and the second mod that we will be viewing is the stock visual enhancements. Normally in this series I plan to only preview one mod at a time, however these two should be used together because they look so darn good. The stock visual enhancements adds basically city clouds, or city lights, clouds, atmospheric effects, etc, etc. Stock visual enhancements is a mod by forum user nhawks17, which is a follow-up from the RSS visual enhancements from Pingo Pete, who actually made this for real solar system. So I will provide links to both of the mods in the description, and here you can see some beautiful scattering effects as we are taking our the basic stock airplane just to test how does it look when you launch it early in the morning, and you can see all the wonderful colors, the scattering effects, and I mean it just looks beautiful. Yeah, so needless to say, this is also the scattering effects of the scatter are a function of height. So the higher up you go, the scattering effects change. So you will have a chance to see how it looks like. Now I'm launching Kerbal X from the KSC and we will be going all the way out of the atmosphere. This should hopefully show you how beautiful the Scatterer mod really looks like. I mean, together with obviously stock visual enhancements that adds this wonderful cloud layer above Kerbal as well as some city lights. So yes, like I said, both of these mods should be used together. We need to mention that both of the mods are a work in progress, and there are some quirks about the installation, but forum users are very helpful, so you can actually smooth them out. And in my opinion, this is by far the most beautiful I have seen Kerbal and other planets look. So which are the planets being affected by these mods? The first of all is obviously Kerbal. I mean, it's all planets that have an atmosphere, so it's Kerbal, Eve, Duna, Jewel, and Lathe. So here we can see some beautiful effects over Kerbal. You can just see these marvelous reflections that come off the Kerbal seas, as well as on the right hand side the beautiful clouds that are provided by the stock visual enhancements. I believe that despite it installs like any other mod. You basically just copy the folders in. You do have to be aware of what you're doing, but then again, it's very, very well worth it. That being said, this is the first episode of KSP Mod Spotlight, and as you can see, guys, I have done some improvements. I'm running it at beautiful 1200p, because my default playstyle is 1920 by 1200. And yeah, back to the mods. Stock visual enhancements, you can see this cloud layer is provided by stock visual enhancements, and there are still some effects like this harsh transition that you saw me just coming down from the cloud layer, but it's being worked on, and I cannot really recommend this mod enough, and I cannot wait until it gets released. So this is, consider this to be like a work in progress, alpha, beta, or whatever of the mod. Here is another view as you're coming from dark to light. You can see in the dark side the Kerbal city lights, while on the light side you can see the beautiful cloud layer. So, how does it look like on Duna? If you're going from the orbit, this is what you'll see. The colors are a little bit smoothed out, so I'm not exactly sure if it's like intended to be. I prefer personally that the Duna's ice caps are a little bit more white and the Duna is more red, but I guess it's a matter of personal taste. But once again, when you come closer to the Duna's atmosphere, then again you get this beautiful effect. So let me just show you a re-entry. This is the craft that I have basically hyper edited to show you guys the effects and how the scatterer and stock visual enhancements work together to create this beautiful effect. I mean, compared to stock, it's unimaginable. Also, in the previous versions of KSP, we were running KSP Interstellar, Renaissance, some other visual enhancements. I remember I was using also Beta 3, also by Astronomer, and still to this date this is the most beautiful I've seen, mainly thanks to Scatter, but also to this SVE. So yes, definitely if you are a fan of mods, be sure to check these two out. I recommend that you use them together. But then again, you can also try them individually, but for best effects, I mean, just look at this site. Look how beautiful Duna looks. And I have decided to cut it here and basically show you a little bit in terms of how does Duna look also over time. So, beautiful red colors in the morning, and as the time passes, these change from bright red to a little bit darker and bluish sky during the night or during the sunset. So yes, I'm gonna let you enjoy a little bit more in terms of what Duna looks like, and I will also talk a little bit about how Eve looks like. Eve's thick cloud layer is back, and it definitely looks as beautiful as ever. It's that thick that the sunlight rarely penetrates the cloud layer, so when it comes to a little bit surface, it's much harder to see any sunlight. That being said, here's the preview of Joule and Lathe. Now there is at the moment with the Scatter version 0.0215, there was a bug that with the clouds on Joule. So that would basically reflect if you get on the Lathe's atmosphere, but it's really a minor setback, and I'm pretty sure that issue will be sorted out very quickly. That being said, it really looks beautiful. Joule simply looks amazing, and I'm gonna try and show you also how it looks both from the orbit and from the atmosphere. So the lower you get, the pale Joule becomes pale, more and more pale. So you get this beautiful effects, and also you can notice the scattering effects on the water surface on Lathe. So I figured just take down our SSTO to basically show you how it looks like. Amazing, isn't it? By the way, both mods work with the KSP 1.05, and I'm really hoping those will get updated to 1.1 when it hits, hopefully sometime after New Year. And also, to basically wrap this up, we're gonna pass by one of our landers that I've just put on the surface of Lathe, just to basically enjoy and admire the view, and then we will be pulling hard up so that you can see the transition in terms of Joule's colors. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about the mod Spotlight. I'll typically preview other mods, and I'll do it one at a time. All comments are welcome, so like if you like the episode, and hit that subscribe button for more KSP content that should be coming soon. Once again guys, thank you very much for watching. This is Groundforks signing off.